Professor Quentin was a genius, at least that's what he told everyone. He had invented countless things. His laboratory was filled with bubbling concoctions and sparking gadgets. His greatest invention, however, was still in its testing phase, a de-aging machine. Professor Quentin was certain this would change the world and make him incredibly rich. He dreamt of eternal youth. He imagined the envy in the eyes of his rivals. Professor Quentin had no time for distractions. He barely acknowledged his team of assistants. They were but mere ants scuttling beneath his notice, especially the women. He often belittled their ideas.
Women should stick to their lipstick and leave science to the real brains.
He would scoff, chuckling to himself. His arrogance knew no bounds. The day came when he deemed the de-aging machine ready. He shooed his assistants away, eager to be the first subject of his miraculous invention. Little did he know his words had consequences. His assistants, especially the women, had been listening. They were tired of his constant disrespect. They craved their revenge, and they knew just how to get it. The women whispered amongst themselves. A plan was hatched. It was simple, really. Just a few tweaks to the machine's settings, a slight alteration in the chemical compound, a dash of malice, a sprinkle of revenge. They waited for Professor Quentin to step into the machine. He was so eager, so blinded by his own brilliance, that he noticed nothing amiss. He flipped the switch, the machine whirred to life. The lights pulsed, bathing the laboratory in an eerie glow. Professor Quentin felt a tingling sensation, a strange pulling from within. He watched in horror as his hands shrunk, his bones creaked. He tried to scream, but only a gurgle escaped his lips. The once mighty Professor Quentin was now a helpless baby. The machine sputtered and died, its job unexpectedly complete. Professor Quentin lay amongst the wreckage, a tiny, whimpering infant. His brilliant mind, however, remained. He was trapped, fully aware, inside his baby self. This was not the eternal youth he had envisioned. The women emerged from the shadows, their faces a mask of mock concern.
Oh dear, Professor. Looks like your little experiment didn't go quite as planned.
They circled him, their laughter echoing through the lab. His humiliation was their triumph. He glared up at them, his baby face contorted in a silent scream. They lifted him from the wreckage. Their touch was gentle, but their eyes held a glint of amusement. They had him now. They changed his diaper, cooing and giggling at his discomfort. They fed him warm milk from a bottle, wiping his chin with a bib. His stomach churned with each insult disguised as a kindness. He was their plaything, a living doll to be dressed and undressed at their whim. Professor Quentin, the once esteemed scientist, was now at the mercy of the women he had so carelessly dismissed. His world had shrunk to the confines of the laboratory, his only companions the women he had so deeply underestimated. How he longed to turn back time, to swallow his arrogant words. But it was too late. He was trapped, his fate sealed by his own hubris.